Hey, it looks like I might have gotten it to work this time. If you're able to join me and see me, let me know you're here. Type hello in the comments. Tell me what you've got going on this week. What wins can you share? Love to hear from you. Sorry, I'm a few minutes behind schedule. I was playing with this cool yet free toy. Had to reset my connections to make it work this time. Anyway, it's good to be here. I'm happy to see people. I'm happy to connect with you, and hopefully I share some things that are helpful. First things first, I just want to share one of our recent wins, and that is related to the Pro Growth podcast. You know, a year ago, I never thought that I would be a podcaster. I never thought that I would be where I am today. Yet I look at our stats and I see that Elizabeth is getting on to me. She sent me a text. Apparently, I'm behind schedule. But I look at our stats and I see that we've grown, and we've grown, you know, a little bit here and a little bit there, but continuously. And man, what a great feeling to know that a message that we're sharing, somebody finds important enough to listen to or finds value in those messages. We had a wonderful mastermind meeting today where one of our participants shared what that podcast has meant to her. She started listening a little over a week ago and shared with us today that she's found just tremendous value in the content there. And I'm so grateful to be able to hear things like that because it really, the messages we're sharing there are coming from, you know, from a place of kindness. You know, it comes from our heart. We don't show up with a script. We show up with an idea or a concept or some other thing that we just feel strongly that we want to share about. And we have conversations about it. We bring guests in and hear what their journeys look like, what kind of challenges that they faced. And yeah, we just try to make the podcast a good experience for us. And then hopefully in turn, that's a good experience for anyone that gives us the privilege of listening. So thank you if you've done that. Thank you if you've shared it with other people. We're super grateful. But we hit 1,500 downloads on Friday evening. And if I was going to fall prey to the comparison trap, it might be easy to say that that's nothing. But for us, the reasons I've just laid out, that's a tremendous journey for us and a tremendous experience. The numbers for us speak for themselves. And I'm so grateful for that. I do want to share, you know, I've talked before about things that you can do when you feel stuck. And so if you are working on something or you're wanting to change something in your life, something in your work, maybe you want to create a business and you're not sure where to start, you just feel stuck. Our good friend and mentor, Dan Miller, author of 48 Days to the Work and Life You Love, and creator of the 48 Days Eagles community. He also has a podcast, but they're hosting a free webinar tomorrow. And that webinar is designed to help people understand what it looks like to get themselves unstuck, to create a plan to move forward, and even to identify the reasons you might be feeling stuck and work through what that looks like, create a plan to overcome that. I think I can share a link, actually. I have to find it, but maybe, Elizabeth, are you able to chat with me here? Are you joining? Are you here? Let's see here. I'm going to try and grab a link while I'm waiting to hear from anybody that might be joining us. Comment and say hello if you're joining me and you can hear me. Love to hear from you. But I'm going to go find a link real quick to tomorrow at 1 p.m. Central or 7 p.m. Central. You can pick whichever one you want. It's a free webinar where Dan Miller is going to be walking through some of the ways that you can get yourself unstuck. So let me find that link for you. I'll share it with you now. Elizabeth may be sharing it. I can't tell for sure. Used to be able to see all the chats on this. I don't see any chat happening at the moment. So bear with me. Oh, here we go. Free masterclass. Boom. Now, I will caveat, because Elizabeth encourages me to say things like this, but this is a affiliate link. Oh, I can't add it. I can put it in as a caption. But I can't add the link. Elizabeth, if you're able to throw that link in the comments, I'd greatly appreciate it. So, so free masterclass. It's titled 5 Reasons Big Dreamers Get Stuck and How to Blast Through Them to Success. Again, that's 1 p.m. Central Time tomorrow, and 7 p.m. Central Time tomorrow. You can join either one of those. We'd love to see you there. So Dan's going to share about how to get unstuck, and then you'll have the opportunity to meet some of our other Eagles in the community and hear about some of the wonderful things that are happening, some of the big successes we've seen recently. And I can't speak highly enough about the people we get to spend time with in that community, the people that I get to mentor in that community, and the people who have spoken into my life and my business as a result of being part of the Eagles community. So whether you decide you join the Eagles community or not, I encourage you to come visit for this webinar, see what's going on, and find out, if that community might be the right place for you to spend your time and connect with other people trying to create a life that is intentional and work that is meaningful. And that's what we're all about. So what does it look like to get stuck? I think Elizabeth asked me that question earlier, and I'm going to check the chat really quickly. I don't know why the chat's not working today. I'm going to figure this stuff out eventually, but I'm here. I've talked to many people that have just these wonderful ideas and never really sure where to start, or always feel discouraged because they don't know, they don't recognize that they already have within them what it takes to move in the direction that they want to go, and that discouragement has them feeling overwhelmed and that word stuck. And it really comes down to making a decision to take action. And in order to do that, it can be helpful to identify a clear action plan that's going to give you simple steps you can take. And again, I think Dan's going to walk through what that looks like. But I encourage you to, it'll be a good event. I encourage you to attend. And I'm over here rambling. I don't want to do that. I just wanted to share a little bit about what's going on there. I wanted to share about our successes with the podcast, and we're really enjoying that experience. And we're grateful for you if you've joined us there. If you haven't, I encourage you to check it out, the Pro Growth Podcast, wherever you listen to your podcasts. And if you'd like it, we'd love you to leave a rating as well. We've got a great conversation coming up next week with my friend Dawn Apuan. She's a Ray Edwards certified copywriter, and she shares a bit about her journey going from a former pastor or minister that I won't get too deep into her story, but she essentially was pushed away from ministry, not by choice, and had to figure out what it was going to look like to be able to spend time intentionally with her children at home and create an income that was going to help propel their family into their next chapter. And in a very short period of time, in comparison to many other things I've seen, she went from that ministry position to a 6-figure copywriter. And wow, what a great testimony, what a great journey, and what a great story she shares. And I think it was just a great conversation. So I hope that you'll check that out. That'll be published tomorrow morning. And then next week, Elizabeth and I have a special episode. We had some discussions about my own personal journey that we want to share with you. So I hope that next week you'll check that out as well. I'd love to hear from you. Let's see. I'm going to open up my Facebook and see if I can't figure out how to look at any comments that might be here. Oh, there are some. You can find the podcast. Thanks, Elizabeth. Looking forward to the masterclass. Me too. That's awesome. and her words are so kind and meaningful. Oh, she's amazing. She's wonderful. I'm so glad that I get to spend time with experts and professionals such as Dawn and Marianne Renner, who was our podcast guest last week, or I guess last week. That just being able to spend time around those people, it's often said that you become who you spend, the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. And I can't stop at 5 anymore. It's just so many great people that I get to spend time with, and the things that they're doing, the challenges that they're sharing about, just makes me want to do more and want to do it better. Man, I'm so fortunate to be in a position that I get to do that. Tomorrow morning, I want to share, I'm headed back to Virginia Beach. And if you've been following along with our journey here, I didn't move to Florida that long ago, and I've already been back to Virginia once, but this time I'm extremely excited because here in the next few days, next week-ish, I will be holding my first grandchild. And that's, I'm so looking forward to that experience. It's amazing. I'm so proud of the woman that my daughter has become. And while I'm sure there are plenty of challenges ahead, as I've been there, I know many of us have been there, I'm still super excited for her. I'm super proud of the things that she's already overcome and achieved. And I'm looking forward to this experience. I think that's enough of my musings for today. I will close this out the same way I closed out our Instagram Live earlier today, and invite you to send me your questions or send me feedback about something you're working on. Maybe you've got a challenge you'd like to talk through, or you'd like to hear Elizabeth and I talk through on our podcast. And maybe it's something that we'll invite you to share with us on the podcast. Either way, I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to have you join us here next time we're live. We're going to start publishing the schedule, or try and get somewhat consistent here, where you can count on us being here the same day, same time. I think we're going to move to Fridays at 12, and I don't remember the other time. Elizabeth, maybe you could help. In the meantime, I'm going to continue to play with these tools and see if I can't figure out why chats aren't working, and all the other things that are supposed to work like they do and never work like you want them to. So I hope that all of you have a wonderful day. I'll be back around on Friday. Again, I'm driving tomorrow, so we'll see you soon, and I hope you have a great day.